It's the conclusion of Below Deck Mediterranean, and the crew just said their goodbyes. The inside staff had a tough season, especially with Elena Dubaich just thinking about her status. However, the native of Slovenia is viewing her performance from this season through new eyes. Perhaps she had an epiphany after seeing herself on tape. Ellie may now evaluate her interactions with Bry Muller, Aesha Scott, and Carrie O'Neill with the appropriate degree of disapproval. Ellie remarked in an exclusive interview with Bravo's The Daily Dish, "I honestly don't even recognize the person I was last year when this was filmed. This has been such a profoundly transforming and character-building event. Despite my regrets for many of the things I did this season, I am grateful for how they improved me." Ellie was missing the big picture, creating an amazing experience for the guests because of her fixation with hierarchy and position. After seeing it again, I can see where this problem originated. She clarified that although hierarchy is an outdated concept in the workplace, it does not exist at sea since that is how boats function. However, because it's a small team, any boat under 50 meters is recognized in the business as being more laid back and having a more familial feel among crew members. However, I have only been on cruise ships and vessels of a length of 95 to 140 meters when it comes to yachting. Ellie clarified that running with a large group is the only way to maintain order. In every other field, this is an outdated system. She said, "We adhere to certain rules and etiquette." Our experiences were quite different from Bry Muller's, who had expertise on smaller, crewed yachts up to 30 meters in length. This led to a situation where I felt like she wasn't respecting me, and she thought I was power tripping. It's interesting to note that Ellie's boss thought Ellie was overstepping her bounds as well. But as I look back on the season, the new Bravoberty saw how completely false my perception of my job ability was. She disclosed, "I was genuinely unaware that I wasn't doing my share. After 16-hour workdays, I would receive compliments all day long and, occasionally, a brief letter with suggestions for improvement. Therefore, in my opinion, it never seemed like that big of a problem. But everything is good that ends well." Since the end of filming, Ellie and Aesha have communicated. In the middle of the mid-season backlash, the up-and-coming reality TV star disclosed that her old employer had reached out to her, offering love and support. Ellie will always be grateful to her for it. She went on, "I think she's a great friend and a wonderful person." Regarding Ellie and Bry's relationship, the latter is willing to make up. The second stew acknowledged that their assessment was unduly critical. Ellie clarified that she needs to learn how to better moderate her tendency to become upset about things. "I've learned to own my emotions at all times and to respond in a way that is consistent with who I am, as opposed to just reacting." Ellie is currently working as a freelancer in Fort Lauderdale, where she also works as a lone stew. She has strengthened her resume by adding bartending, chief stew, and yacht purser courses to her curriculum. The individual expressed a greater sense of confidence in their abilities and expressed a desire to continuously learn and advance in their work.